God cares about your problems, no matter how small. I just want to share a story with you guys, how God came through in my own life on something that's so small, so insignificant. And you can choose not to believe it. You can say that it was just all in my head and it was just a coincidence. But in my own life, I had this iPhone SE. And this phone had so many memories from high school and videos from just years and years and years ago. I'm sure if you had an old phone and you were completely locked out of it and you just haven't thought about it for so long, and there's just absolutely no way that you can get into this phone. It just means so much to you that I couldn't get into for years. And probably about half a year ago, maybe a year ago, I got into it. Couldn't remember the password at all. When I was in complete sin, my brain was just completely fried, short-term memory loss. I just had forgotten it, and I just kept locking it out for longer and longer and longer, to the point where it could have gotten permanently erased. And I was asking ChatGPT, is there any way to get into this? Say no. You got to either have the password or completely reset your phone. So I had exhausted everything in my own power. I just prayed, Lord, this is so insignificant and so menial, but if you could, please help me supernaturally remember my phone password. And wasn't like it was right away. Didn't just happen, oh, just magically remember the phone password or show me some sign out of nowhere. I started jotting some things down in my own power. They didn't work. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have faith. And I went to sleep. Then as I woke up the next day, a series of numbers had popped into my head. That sounded familiar because it was something familiar in my own life. And I went to my phone and I plugged those numbers in, and my phone opened up. This old iPhone SE from high school. Some cringy background picture of myself. But you can choose not to believe it. And oh, you managed to get into it a year ago. But I choose to believe that that was God. I had faith. And he came through. He's come through so many times before. It gives me faith in the big things that I pray about, that I know he's working those things out in my life, and he's working those things out in your life. But just because he doesn't answer certain prayers right away doesn't mean he's not with you. It just means he's working those things out. God is working those things out in your life. He's working things out in other people's lives. And ask him even for the small things. Ladies and gentlemen, if this message resonated with you, hit the follow, hit the like. I'll see you in the next one.